Hello, everyone. Oh, where's my background? We can't start off 2026 this way. It's unacceptable. There we go. It is Thursday, January 8th, 2026. Happy New Year, everybody. I hope everyone had a peaceful and relaxing holiday. I am Annika Spalding, the Director of Development here at ALT, and this is Thursdays at 3, where I go live every Thursday to get you caught up on what's happening this week at ALT. This season, Thursdays at 3 is very generously sponsored by our good friends at Realty Central Services. Cindy Bulla is the owner and broker of Realty Central and is a longtime supporter and champion of ALT. Realty Central is a women-owned full-service real estate brokerage providing unparalleled customer service backed by decades of experience, industry service, and property rights advocacy. So if you're in need of real estate service and you love ALT, and I know that all of you do, consider heading over to amarillo.real estate and using Realty Central. Okay. We got to talk about New Year's Eve. On New Year's Eve, 2025, ALT hosted our second annual New Year's Eve Gala, a cut above Diamonds in the Dark, over at the Adventure Space over at 2751 Civic Circle. What a night. To quote our Jersey Boys cast, oh, what a night. It was such a great event. This year's event was even better than last year, and I want to thank some very, very special people who helped make it happen. First of all, I want to thank Sean Walsh, who for the second year in a row headed up our decorations committee and led the charge to turn our Adventure Space into an elegant ballroom, among other spaces in the Adventure Space. He transformed so many spaces in that place to make them look absolutely stunning. He worked with our friends over at Avant Garden and created such a beautiful environment to host our gala in. It was absolutely gorgeous, and I want to thank him so much. If you know him, if you see him, let him know that I'm so grateful for him and thank him for being so incredible to work with and for all he does for ALT. And secondly, I have to thank Lindsay Williams, who designed our formal invitations and all the branded signage you saw at the event if you were there. She also took charge of the Jewelry Doctor's Diamond Raffle, which was very successful for us. And she took over our silent auction, and like everything Lindsay touches, made it way more beautiful than it was before. Thank you so much, Lindsay, for everything you do to make this event such a success, and for doing it all with a smile on your face. I love you. I also really want to thank Megan Collier, our brand new board member, for getting us hooked up with Chef Bud, who catered our food this year and elevated our gala to an entirely new level with his tremendous talent. Megan, like I said, joined our board this year, and I am so, so grateful to have her in our corner. I also want to do a special shout out to Jeff Brain, Willis Ray, Brooks Boyette, Carla Fristo, Colton Harada, Coda McDaniel, Christine Burnett, Ann Langford, Larry Joe Starkey, Carla Fristo, Nicholas Schaefer, and Joshua Gibson Rourke, who all helped us set up for the event and gave so many hours to ALT. You guys loved Pocket Break and DJ Cassandra, who brought music to our gala, and August Moon Psychic, who provided readings to our guests. I'd be here until next Thursday if I named every single person who gave so tirelessly of themselves to make this gala so wonderful. So if you contributed in any way before, during, or after the event, I want to personally say thank you so much. ALT just simply would not be here without the hundreds of people who give of their time, talent, and energy to make this place what it is. You are why we've nearly been here for 100 years. So much love to all of you. Thank you so much for making this event so successful. We are only 1 week basically into the new year, but ALT never stops. So let's talk about what's going on around here in 2026. First of all, let's talk about the most important thing. Tonight is preview night for The Cottage. This show is the very best way to kick off the new year. Let's be real. The world is crazy. We need to laugh. We need to escape. We need to have a good time. The Cottage. That's how you're going to do it. You're going to do it with The Cottage. Tonight is preview night, which means tickets are buy one, get one free. We love that. And this hilarious show runs tonight, January 8th through Sunday, January 18th here at our Alan Shankles main stage at 2019 Civic Circle. Tickets can be purchased through our website or by calling our box office. I'll toss that info up here. Get your tickets for this show. If you want to do buy one, get one, come tonight. If you want a completely free ticket, try our Checkout ALT library program. We've got tickets through the Amarillo Public Library, Canyon Area Library, and Carson County Library. You can check out tickets just like you check out books completely for free. And those nights are tonight that you can use library tickets, or this Sunday. You can use library tickets for that, or tickets tonight are buy one, get one. Or you can come to any of the other performances starting tonight, going Thursday through Sunday, this weekend, next week. It's going to be so fantastic. You don't understand. If you don't know the performers at ALT, this is a cast filled with ALT veteran performers, okay? That's what you need with a comedy like this. You need people who know what they're doing. This cast knows what they're doing. I'm so excited about this show. I'm going to be chatting with 3 of the cast members later on in the show, so make sure to stick around for that. But do not miss it. Promise me you will not miss this show. Get your tickets, please, please, please. It's going to be so fantastic. Oh, and our sound man, Andrew Hawkins, says such a great event talking about New Year's Eve. Everyone did amazing. Thank you all. Andrew, oh my gosh. Andrew is someone who I missed. See, I knew I was going to miss people. Andrew is the reason everything sounded so fantastic at New Year's Eve, okay? He is the one who coordinated things with our DJ. He coordinated things with our opening band, Pocket Break. He is the reason, and this could have gone so awry. Let me tell you, if I would have been in charge of sound, you wouldn't have heard anything at all. It would have been horrible. It would have sounded like a tin can. Andrew, thank you so much for everything you did to help New Year's Eve be what it was. We are so grateful for you. He does so much for ALT. Thank you, Andrew. Thank you. And Meredith Vasquez says ALT never stops. That's true. ALT, I love that hashtag. ALT never stops. We really don't. We do not take breaks around here. It's crazy. Speaking of that, let's just keep on talking about all the millions of things we have going on around here. Like, I don't know, early School of Rock auditions. Let's talk about that. We will be hosting early auditions for School of Rock for the 4 instrument playing youth roles. These auditions are going to be this Sunday, January 11th at 7 p.m. at the Adventure Space, which is 2751 Civic Circle, with callbacks happening the next day, Monday, January 12th at 7 p.m. at the Adventure Space. These auditions are for 4 specific roles for kids ages 10 to 13 who all play instruments. Now, hear me when I say you do not actually have to be 10 to 13. You just need to look 10 to 13 and need to be able to play the instruments that those specific youth roles play. Those are the prerequisites. That audition packet with all the necessary information is available on the Academy page of our website. You can go check that out. But again, those auditions are this Sunday at 7 p.m. at the Adventure Space with callbacks happening the next day, Monday at 7 p.m. at the Adventure Space. While we're talking about School of Rock, let's talk about Academy registration. We are so excited about Academy spring registration. It is in full swing and classes begin this Monday, January 12th. If you have any interest in auditioning for Academy shows like The Prince of Egypt, I know you want to audition for The Prince of Egypt, then you must be registered for an Academy class. So we have so many classes offered in the areas of theater, dance, and more. So head over to the Academy page of our website and take a look at the spring schedule. Scholarships are available. Hear me when I say ALT has never turned away a student due to an inability to pay. So check it out. You've got to be a part of ALT. We give all of the reasons to be a part of ALT. We will do whatever we can to get you in the fold. So don't miss out on being a part of the Academy. It's such a wonderful place headed up by our amazing Academy director, my good friend, Harrison Stringer. Okay, let's also talk about, while we're talking about the all things Academy, let's talk about The Prince of Egypt. I am so excited about the show. I'm excited about every show at ALT, but I am specifically excited about The Prince of Egypt. That audition packet for the Academy's production of The Prince of Egypt is now available on the Academy page of our website. Head over there to get all the information you need about those auditions. They are coming up. They are right around the corner. We are so excited about it. I cannot wait. And Emma Albright says ALT is the place to be. Yes, that's true, Emma. That is so true. ALT is absolutely the place to be. And let's talk about volunteer opportunities. Okay, we've got a lot going on this week at ALT. Now that the holiday is over, Lissa says it's time to shake off the rust and get back into the swing of things. The Cottage, as we said, is opening this weekend, and we can really use your help with ushering and concessions. If you usher or help us out with concessions, you may not know this if you're new to ALT, you can see the show that night if we have availability totally for free. So you can do some ushering, pop in and see the show. If you want to help with concessions too at intermission, you pop out, help with concessions, come back for Act 2. We'll do whatever we can to get our ushering and concessions volunteers. We would be so grateful if you'd be willing to help out with that. We love to get those covered as quickly as possible so that Lissa can breathe and not have to worry about it. So if you are available to help with ushering and concessions, that would be so great. If you know someone who needs volunteer hours for National Honor Society, whatever, let us know. We want to help out with that. And it would be doing us a favor too. So consider that. And you might get to see the show if there are open seats that night, totally for free. Let's keep talking about volunteer opportunities though, because we've got to talk about the cottage strike. This set, we'll talk about this here in a little bit with our amazing cast members. This set is not small, to put it lightly. It's absolutely massive. It is going to be such a long strike. It is so huge. It is a massive, massive cottage on the set. So we're going to need all hands on deck for that. That is going to be Sunday, January 18th at 5 p.m. We're going to strike. Like I said, it's going to be a big one. So it's all hands on deck. Just remember to bring gloves and wear closed-toed shoes. If you are interested in helping out with strike, let us know that you're going to be there. You can do that by contacting our volunteer coordinator, Lissa Guerin, at the information you see on your screen. And we'll feed you that night too. Great people, fun environment, tear stuff apart, and then we'll feed you before you go home. How about that? Come help us out with that. Again, volunteer hours if you need them. We can help you out with that. While we're talking about volunteering, let's move to our volunteer of the week. All right, congratulations to Sean Walsh. As I mentioned earlier, Sean committed countless, I cannot even tell you, hours to helping us make our adventure space absolutely stunning for our New Year's Eve gala. He is always a dream to work with. And bonus, he loves ALT. Thank you so much, Sean, for everything. I am so grateful to you. Thank you so much. We were in the thick of planning for this New Year's Eve, and he was already discussing next New Year's Eve. That's the kind of volunteer I love. Just always thinking about how much they can help. We need those people around here, and we have you guys. We're so grateful for you. Let's keep it going with some breaking Broadway news. All right, a new Lonnie Price directed Dirty Dancing musical will launch a U.S. tour this summer. Very exciting if you're a Dirty Dancing fan. And full casting has been announced for the North American tour of The Great Gatsby, including Joshua Grosso, Leanne Robinson, Will Branner, and so much more. If you're a Great Gatsby fan, catch that national tour. Let's get to the really fun stuff, though, because I have been talking way too fast to make sure that I have enough time to talk to these next three people that I get to talk to today. I'm so excited to chat with cast members from The Cottage. Please help me welcome Zach Oehm, Jason Crespin, and Jeni Stennis. Hello.
Hi. Hello. Zach, you forgot to wear your black hat, apparently.
So did I. What was I thinking?
No way.
I love it. I'm the odd man out. No black, no hat. What happened?
Hilarious. I'll do that.
Okay. I want to introduce everybody. So, Zach, please tell us who you play in the show and a little bit about him.
Hello. I will be playing Bo Van Kitness. I am a very well-to-do lawyer. No bad things he's ever done. He's a very good, straight and narrow person.
Mm-hmm.
No. He's super good.
I love that. Jason, what about you? Who do you play?
I play Clark Von Kipnis, which is Zach's brother, basically, in the show, Bo, which clearly, I mean, the amount of times that I have gone out in Amarillo and people have been like, Zach, and I'm like, no, it's Jason. I know we look so much alike. Yeah, it's just all the time. So
I love it. Okay, Jeni, what about you?
I play Deidre, and she is kind of the wild card that pops into the scene, and she's a bit vacant. And she's very funny, and she has lots of surprises up her sleeve. Yeah.
Not just up her sleeve. No.
So many places. Who knows?
Oh my gosh. Okay, all three of you have graced the ALT stage many times. Zach, I'm curious, what was the last show our audiences would have seen you in?
Yeah, they would have seen me last year for Arsenic and Old Lace. I was that creepy, scarred up guy on stage being all dastardly.
Love it. Jenny, what about you?
I was last at ALT 10 years ago now for Next to Normal playing Diana Goodman.
Wow.
I cannot believe it's been that long.
Yeah.
That's so crazy. Jason, what about you?
November, ensemble member in Ragtime.
Surprise, last minute ensemble member.
same 1920, or turn of the century mustache. But the last time my name was actually on a cast list that I auditioned for, that I wasn't covering a role for somebody who was ill in one of my shows, was 2019 Mamma Mia, ensemble of Mamma Mia. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, crazy.
So now that I've been in my managing artistic director position, I haven't been able to be a part of a show, and so so it's been a lot of fun.
So exciting. I'm so excited to see you back on stage, like in an official capacity. I know everybody else is too. I'm so excited about it. Jason, you started pushing for the Cottage a while ago for us to do it. Tell me the story. After seeing it in New York?
Yeah, I need to go back and look and see what trip it was when I was in New York, but it was definitely a spring of a season. And I had directed Clue, which is Sandy Ruskin, who wrote this play as well. And I kept getting all the emails like, the Cottage is going to Broadway and starring Laura Bell Bundy and Erica McCormick, and I mean, star-studded cast for sure. And so I got to see it. In fact, I saw the show with our Academy alumni, Zoe Parrish and Tavy Scholes. We caught a quick matinee.
Oh my gosh.
Super, super fun. And as I was watching it, I kept thinking it did well on Broadway. It was directed by Jason Alexander, but it wasn't this hit on Broadway. And watching it, I knew why. It's really a stronger regional theater production. Like with our audiences and regional audiences are going to embrace this way more than New York. I mean, New York, I think sometimes they want a little bit more highbrow things, or they want to think a little bit heavier on this and that. And it's like, sometimes you just want to go to the theater and laugh and have a good time. And so I knew, I was like, man, once these rights are available, we have got to do this show. In fact, I went to the drama bookshop on that trip and bought the script of The Cottage. No, that's a lie. I asked and they didn't have it yet. We got a manuscript of it from the publishing company. Got the staff read it, fell in love with it, play selection committee, but we couldn't do the show last year. We really wanted to do it last year, but the rights weren't available for us.
Yeah.
And I think we announced our season. We started a season, and then they were like, the rights to The Cottage are available. We're like, well, okay, let's see if we can do it in our next season. And so yeah, I'm really excited. And because of that, because I had seen it and knew the show, and where it fell in the time slot, I thought, well, maybe I might be able to audition for it. After doing Ragtime, I thought, well, maybe I don't want to, because now I'm tired.
Yeah.
There's never going to be another window of an opportunity. In the 5 years that I've been in this position, there's never been a window for me to audition for a show that I thought that I could potentially be a good fit for. And so I thought, just do it. Just throw your name in your hat. You got some conflicts. Maybe it'll all work out. And so luckily it did. And to work with Zach and Jenny, one thing, I mean, to work with Jenny again, Jenny and I have done a handful of shows together. Although her first play, which has been so exciting, so fun to see her just in this totally different capacity with not necessarily highlighting her vocal talents, of course.
This is your first play?
With us, it is.
Well,
oh my gosh.
I mean, I haven't done a play since I was 15.
What? I didn't know that.
Gosh.
Like Hamlet for one act, something.
Wow.
In high school, but yeah, so it's my first play.
So exciting.
But yeah, definitely at ALT for sure.
Yeah. And then
So
like
cool.
Zach, I obviously we know Zach from ALT, but we haven't worked together. I haven't directed him, or we haven't been in a show together. And so that's been really a lot of fun, just to like, I've been describing you, Zach, as like the perfect pickleball player. Like we can easily like set up jokes and hit them out, and we're back and forth on those things, which is a lot of fun. And then of course, just Carrie Huckabee and Jenny Morgan. Jenny Morgan and I were 15 when we did West Side Story. So that's so just easy for us just to have fun on stage. And then Caleb Cortez, one of my past kiddos, like, yeah,
I'm so excited to have him back on stage with us.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah. So
exciting. Jason, can you tell us, since this is not a well-known title, can you tell us a little bit about the plot of the show?
Yeah, it's so hard because it's not a book. It's not an animated Disney feature highlighting a cute little snowman. So
our audiences love familiar titles, but every so often they go out on a limb and take a chance on an unknown title, and we're hoping they do that again with The Cottage.
And y'all, I want to be like, are we going to do something that's not good? No.
Right.
Trust us. Just get your tickets because trust us. We're not going to do stuff that's not good.
Yeah.
But basically the show is set in 1923 and takes place at the family cottage. The lights come up on Bo and Sylvia, and you find out very soon that they meet at the cottage once a year to have their affair. Then you find out that she is married to his brother, and she has decided in her love for Bo that she has sent a telegram to her husband and his wife, letting them know of the affair and that they are in love. One by one, each of the spouses knocks on the door to the cottage, and you think they might be there to confront them, but maybe some twists and turns, and maybe there's more secrets that unveil. As those secrets are unveiling and all of the hilarity, there's another knock at the door, and Jenny's character shows up with maybe adding a little bit more to the plot. And then once you think everything is done and out in the open, a knock at the door right at the end of Act One with another character just to add to the mix. It's almost like a really good recipe. Like we're like, this is really good, and then we add another flavor, and we're like, we didn't even know we needed that. Now that's really, really good. Oh my gosh, this!
Mhm.
And by the end of the show, it's this masterpiece of some sort of yummy souffle that the audience can just enjoy. I'm telling you, every time the door knocks and every time somebody comes in, it just gets even stronger and stronger. And just by the end, it's just, oh, it's so funny. It's so funny. Annika, you know this as an actress.
Yeah.
Even last night, there was a moment that happened that I had to turn upstage because I was a great character.
Oh
because
my
of a prop
gosh.
misplaced. Well, it's placed there on purpose prop, but then it didn't get removed like I wanted it to get removed, and
The
so it was staying
best.
there a little longer. And so yeah. So
The best.
things are still even making us laugh, which is great.
I love it. And just getting bodies out here to see your show. Like, I just feel like it's going to escalate even more when you have that energy being given back to you.
Yeah.
I
for
can't
sure.
wait for the next few days for you guys to like make even more discoveries once you realize like what's landing and, you know, kind of getting that momentum going with people in the audience. I'm so excited for that.
I'm hopeful because who knows? We might be doing a drama that we don't even know about.
Look, you never know. It could
Well,
go
we,
either
the
way.
audience, they might be like, ooh, just
Ooh,
tears and just like, oh, it's so moving. We're
You're like,
Not a chance. Not a
okay. All right. It's 2026. Anything goes. Okay.
Right, exactly.
Okay, Zach, this is a farce that requires a lot from its actors. I feel like comedic timing is, of course, a must, but the ensemble, I would think, needs to be pretty zeroed in on each other pretty much the entire show. I've only read it. I've never seen it, but can you tell us a little bit about what rehearsals have been like and how this ensemble works together?
Yeah, well, I mean, to just very much on the top of what you had said earlier, that this is just a studded cast because I'm kind of the youngin of the group. I'm still newer to the ALT ecosphere and everything like that. So as much as I love being on stage, I also just kind of get to bask in watching this experience in front of me. When I'm off stage, I'm watching what's happening too.
I love it.
Because I'm friends with Jason, but I've never get to see this side, and getting
Yeah.
to meet Jenny, getting to work with both Jennys, getting to see Carrie in this. So that part, I'll just set that aside.
Yeah.
In terms of like the ensemble and rehearsal process, it's been a ton of fun in terms of that discovery. But I think it almost crystallized even more so last night. Recency bias maybe, but there were a few small things that kind of popped up that really shows, I think, each one of those members just how much of a safety net there is between all of us, where you're not just going out there and you're like, oh gosh, if this falls, then we all fall apart. No. We are always listening and watching for each other, whether it's fixing a little dress, changing a mic, something changed, like little things like that happened. And we were immediately there to help each other, look out for each other and keep things going. So it's one of those, like, we are very secure in where we're at and always looking out for each other. And I love that.
Oh, I love to hear that. I'm just so excited to see how everyone plays off of each other and how you've elevated the material off the page, which I know all of you are going to do. Jenny, so we said earlier you're returning to the ALT stage after a decade. Doesn't seem possible. What has it been like for you to get back on stage and work with this group of actors at ALT?
So weird. I've been like, I was like, first couple of weeks, I was like, don't we get a break now? Are there just more lines? Do we get a music rehearsal? Can I go learn some choreography now? I'm like, no, like,
Yeah.
that's been weird. It was also strange for me. I don't know how many of you guys have done a show over the holidays. I guess Next to Normal was this way as well, was rehearsed over the holidays. But that
Mhm.
has been, I think, a challenge with a straight play to maintain that kind of focus and momentum when we have these huge breaks in time. And we haven't, I mean, even just within the last couple, like leading up to our tech week, we returned to the act one after a week away from it, or act two after a week away from it. And what's fantastic about this group is that everyone is so dedicated and on their game. So that's been wonderful. Cy has been wonderful. Cy Scroggins is our director. What's been so fun to work with Cy, I think, and I think any actor would feel this way, but he, to this day, laughs so hard during this show. I mean, I get it. We do too, and it's great, funny material, but he's just delighted constantly in what we're doing and what's coming together and in the script. And so it's really nice to have that constant affirmation, honestly.
Oh my, well, and for the time being, he's compensating for 450 people laughing. So it's like kind of important.
He's laughing hysterically. He's filling the whole theater with this laugh. So that's been wonderful. We had a couple special guests this week here and there, sitting in on our final, dress rehearsals.
Yeah.
And I think someone commented to one of us that they never knew where to look during this show. Like, there's always something going on, even though there's just a handful of actors interacting in these scenes, but there's always these subtle undercurrents of stories and little business that's hilarious, that like little Easter eggs here and there. And there's so much funny stuff all the time. And I said, well, you need to tell them to come several times. Like, you have to come multiple times just to catch them.
Yeah.
That's another really cool thing about this show and about this process, is that each one of us are constantly working and finding new things. Cy kind of let us do that. Let us do what we're good at. Let us have this these moments where we just collaborate and figure something out, and plan this big fall and this big, switch over here, and throw out these ideas. And it was very collaborative and a ton of fun.
I love to hear that. As an audience member too, I feel like we can all relate to that. When you don't know where to look, and at any given moment, I am fully entertained. Even when I am watching someone who is not talking, who is in the background, they are fully committed and engaged in what's happening. It makes you even more pumped as an audience member, because you're just so much more invested when you see the people on stage are fully invested. I absolutely love that. Okay, Jason, I want to talk, Jeni mentioned Cy. I want to talk a little bit about some of our behind the scenes people who are keeping the show alive and making it happen. Noah Lang has led our technical team to build an unbelievable set designed by David Walsh. Exactly. Dakota Warren has jumped on board to coordinate costumes. Talk to us about this massive set and about the time period and the costumes and the people behind the scenes who are helping to make it happen.
Yeah, for sure. So it's so funny because, with this type of show, you really got to trust the right director. And originally I really wanted to direct the show because but fun fact, Cy was originally supposed to direct Clue. If you all remember, I was supposed to direct If Then. And then he couldn't direct Clue. I can't remember, something happened with UIL or something. He had to pull out from directing Clue. I had just come back from Dallas and seen it, and I was like, I want it. I love it so much. And then that's when Joe, thank God, stepped in and directed If Then. And so it was kind of full circle whenever I was like, okay, Cy, like, what if you direct this show though? It's by the same author, same kind of feel of it. And he was like, I'm on board, especially with his new position with AISD. And so, it's always something you have to trust, it's like a kid, like you're trusting your baby with somebody else, and hopefully they'll raise them up right.
Especially since you've seen the show and had already fallen in love with it. It's like even harder to give it away, I would think.
Oh, completely. So I was like, okay, here we go. But it worked out well. And so so he's leading our amazing team. Of course, we have Shannon Mashburn, who's phenomenal. She's been, of course, part of ALT longer than longer than me for sure. She's been a part of the theater so long. And Shelby McCowan, who's a production assistant, who's, I'm telling you, our line, like, we were talking about how many lines and all this stuff. Like, she did this like color-coded line sheet for us. And we know if we called line, if we ad-libbed, if we paraphrased, she like got that down perfect for us, which was so helpful.
What an angel.
Yes, 100%. And Shelby, if you're watching this, I know I still mess up that one line on page 91 or whatever. Poor thing, she's never been able to delete it. And I'm like, I promise.
Give up, Shelby, give up.
I will get it at some point. But I say the gist of it. It's the line right after Zach, where I say we shall go to the train as well, or whatever.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know this.
He promises by January 18th he'll have it down for
exactly.
sure.
But I felt like the line notes went out today, and I was like, "Yep, there's my line."
There it is.
But she's been phenomenal. And then yes, David Walsh, of course, designing this gorgeous, huge set. Can't wait for people when they walk in to see really how massive the set is. And it's a unit set, it doesn't rotate or anything like that. And so we wanted to make sure that set was phenomenal. He had amazing help from Velvet Knight, who basically helped decorate the set, came in with color palettes and helped pick furniture and fabrics and things like that for curtains. So she was a huge help to David. Terry Stringer, who's helping with props. There's some fun props in this show. Fun hidden props throughout, so she's been great making sure. And also food, like there's moments of food, and Jenny Morgan's gluten-free, so we have to make sure that the food is appropriate for her and things like that. Like we said, Dakota Warren, who has stepped in perfectly as our costume coordinator, in fact really has a great eye of detailing and making sure color palette and everything is appropriate for the 1920s. He was also kind of we ordered our wigs in from a lady that I know out of California, but he was very integral with the styling of it and made sure to send photos and things like that, and is upkeeping them. In fact, we left last night. I think he was here an extra hour getting resetting curls and resetting things to make sure
I have
the
to
wigs
say
look good and things like
just
that. Yeah,
from the production photos alone, the wigs look phenomenal.
yeah. They're
When
really good.
the wigs aren't good, it's hard to feel good as an actor when the wig is bad.
Yeah.
Mine especially, I will just say, is the massively curly one. It's phenomenal. It's its own character.
It is.
And
it's beautiful.
It's taking a beating in this show. It's flying all over that stage and on the floor and gets, water thrown at it. And she's holding up really well. But thanks to Dakota, I'm sure he was just back there.
Oh my gosh. I'm sure every time something happens to that wig, it's like a voodoo doll for Dakota. Like, no.
100%. 100%. And the great thing too is because we all are making sure that we're doing our best. So everyone's bringing their absolute best. So that's what I'm really excited about. Andrew Hawkins, of course, running sound and doing an amazing job with that, helping with a projection that we needed. Kyan Burns is backstage helping, ready to switch out any mics if need be. We had Kelly Hesick in as our intimacy director, which we always are so appreciative of her because there's so many moments of the show that we really needed help with in choreographing and things like that. We have a running crew, Justin Lowe is up in our light booth, and we have Jeffrey Pickens and Evan Dame backstage helping running crew. And it takes a whole team for sure, but it's been exciting. And then of course, all the volunteers who help build the set and paint the set and really get everything ready for it. I mean, it's been a huge village, but it's been a
and bring us snacks.
Oh, our amazing fantastic board members.
Yes.
I mean, listen, I have that oatmeal pie, cream pie every night. It's like my little reward. Like, yay! I did the show today, and I get my little snack. It's so funny. Or my dinner. Zach and I were talking about this. The little cheese crackers yesterday were my dinner. So I was like, thank God they brought these. Just time got away. But it's been my hope really truly is that our audiences go, I have no clue what the Cottage is about, but I'm going to come and see it, and because it has ALT's name on it, it must be good. The Humphreys the other day were here because Casey Humphrey was in town, and so they came and saw the show, and they were like, we had no clue. We walked in knowing nothing about it, and they loved it. They were like, this was so funny, and that's what I hope people come. They trust us and say, just come on down, come visit the Cottage for 2 hours. You're gonna just forget your worries, and you're gonna laugh. I mean, it's gonna be. We want to remind 13 and up. It's what we've rated. There's one biggish cuss word that's said very funny. A couple of innuendos, a couple of references to things and whatnot. But of course, there's infidelity and all that things. But it's done so well and it's so funny. We've talked about this. It's like a Noel Coward play. Like it almost feels like we're doing a revival of a play that was written back in the day by Noel Coward. But no, it's a current comedy that was written just a couple years back and so I can't wait for audiences to see it.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I know how long you guys have been working on this, and it's always so cool for me. My office, for those of you who don't know, I office in the light booth of the main stage, and so I get to watch main stage shows being built from the ground up, and it's been so cool. I wish I could do like a time-lapse video.
Yeah.
But it's so cool to watch it go from a completely bare stage where we left it after Ragtime Strike to what it is now. It's absolutely stunning. The Spalding fireplace grate makes an appearance. We're very excited.
Also, my bar has gotten more
your
stage
bar
time than I have this past 5
has
years.
your bar been in?
I think it's like the third, fourth show that I'm like, okay, bar.
And it's so heavy.
It's so heavy, y'all. That
So
bar
hard
is so
to move.
heavy. Oh, yes.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, special thanks to anyone helping Jason move his bar from his house to the theater and back for different shows.
For sure.
Maybe your bar needs a SALT award.
Right? It needs a bio in the program. Bar returns after its appearance in Dial M for Murder. So
that actually would be funny. That's kind of a missed opportunity. I'm sad.
Now I'm going to ask Raquel to find all the bar photos and do like a little post about my bar.
That's so funny.
Also, this isn't giving anything away, but they're also just audiences be ready because we have a fun portrait on stage and that was been a lot of fun that we kind of reference and hidden things throughout the stage and whatnot. But I will say, and Jeni and Zach, don't you agree? It really, I felt way more like once we kind of settled in, once we had all of the bones of the set, like when we could actually go upstairs and downstairs or had an actual fireplace to reference. Like we kept forgetting there was a fireplace. Like once we had those elements, it was like, okay, now it was clicking for me. Like, okay, now I can come up with a bit over here by the fireplace, or, oh, we have pillows that we can do things with or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I felt like that's when we started really kind of, I think, accelerating it and really having more fun with our rehearsals.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I agree. I mean, it's one of those, especially like for Jeni and myself, we're all over that set. Like we're putting in steps, popping out of here, showing up over there. So it's one of those like, yeah, it really, I think, helped solidify some of those little like, oh, where did they go? Oh, how did they? Okay.
And I will tell you, this cast is all about a good bit, like, and coming up with stuff. Like, I'm like, not to give anything away, but Jeni has this great moment where she takes my handkerchief and has done this like thing with this handkerchief so creatively that it's just like, oh my God, that's not even in the script. It's so, a little sneak peek of this little magic there. I like it's things like that where it's like, oh, that's such a genius thing. Or like Zach and I do a thing that we didn't even talk about, that we just have like started doing this like brotherly back and forth thing. And I mean, Jenny Morgan, just her alone with food, oh my God, would crack us up every night when she would just excel with that. And Carrie Huckabee, I'm telling you, she could read the phone book and make it funny. She could read the phone book and make you cry. She has some lines where I'm like, did Carrie write this? Like, oh my God, it sounds like Carrie. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's a line, I won't, again, give it away, but there's a line that she like screams walking across the stage where I'm like, that's a Carrie Huckabee line. Like she needs to stitch that on a pillow in her house because it is such a Carrie Huckabee line.
Well, I'd add something here too. Just I don't know if it'll come up next week either about this script, but what's so cool about doing a show that's really feels like your traditional British farce and with all this, physical comedy and like you said, Noel Coward, show. But what's different about it being contemporary or written, just in recent years, is that these the female roles, we actually have a chance to give some of our talent with comedic chops a chance to shine, because usually in those traditional farcical comedies, like the women are laughed at a little bit, like they're just not the funny people. It's usually the male roles that are the funny guy and the straight guy and everything. But we've got like every single one of us have these beautiful comedic roles. And they're not cookie cutter either. They all have their own distinctives. So yeah. Anyways, I just wanted to shout out
So
again
true.
Carrie and Jenny, who aren't here, who are just incredibly funny people, and it's so great to have a script where they can do their thing.
Agreed.
love
It's such a
that.
good women empowerment play, I think. You know what I mean?
Very
And you're
much so.
right. Like those shows back then weren't written that way. And it's like, oh my gosh. So true.
Oh, so exciting. Is there anything else you guys want our audiences to know before you begin preview night tonight?
I was gonna say, and I shared this with the cast this week. I found it a while back, and I was going through my phone. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot I haven't shared this with the cast. Just a cool like nugget of like info. The author purposely wrote this show and placed it in 1923 because it was the year that I'm gonna have to cheat and look over at my thing. It was the year that in 1923 the Matrimonial Causes Act of 1923 basically overturned this old law where back then if a husband was cheating on his wife, the wife could not ask for a divorce. If a woman was cheating on the husband could ask for the divorce. But up until 1923, a woman could not ask for a divorce even if her husband was cheating on him until 1923.
Wow.
And that is why the author wrote this play or set this play in that year, which I was like, oh, that's so cool. I just love that like history,
So cool.
like a little tidbit of info, which I think is just like a little nod
Love
to that. Yeah.
Very, very cool. Well, I am so excited, especially now after chatting with you guys. I'm going to chat with Cy and Caleb next week. I'm so pumped about that. I appreciate you guys. I know how busy Hell Week is, and I know how strapped you guys are for time. So thank you so much for spending the afternoon with me. I'm so grateful. Guys, get your tickets for the Cottage happening starting tonight at the Alan Schenkel's main stage. Tonight is buy one, get one. It's preview night. Get your tickets, buy one, get one free. Come check it out. You get a free ticket, bring a friend, see if you like it, and then spread the word because we want to make sure get butts in the seats for these talented people who've spent so much time over the holidays putting this together. I wish I could just turn my computer over and show you this incredible set right now. It's absolutely stunning. You can see little snippets of it from our production photos, but then you can get the big wow moment when you come into the theater this weekend or next. Make sure you get your tickets. Again, you can do that by calling our box office at the information you see on your screen, or just head over to our website 24 hours a day. Purchase your tickets there. Again, buy one, get one free tickets tonight. You can get tickets through our Checkout ALT library program. If you are able to see it tonight or this coming Sunday, those are the dates available for that. But don't miss this show. Give An Unknown Title a chance and come see these incredibly talented performers in this ensemble piece. I'm so excited about it.
And see it early because I think you're going to want to come back and see it again, y'all. Like just to see. Just to see what these two do in the background. I'm telling you right now, Jenny at the bar cracks me up, and I'm like trying to deliver lines to Zach, and I'm like wanting to watch Jenny in the corner.
Oh my gosh, I'm so, and we've got a ton of comments. Sarah Walsh, I got to see a preview and it's hysterical and the set is amazing. Alex Barrera says break legs tonight, y'all. Meredith Vasquez says yes, thank you, break legs tonight. Megan Gaitan says I'm even more pumped now to see it, break a leg. I mean, this community is getting more and more excited to see this show. My hope is that word of mouth is going to start spreading like wildfire once people come in and see it tonight. But get your buy one, get one tickets and come see it tonight, see what it's about, and then go spread the word, because chances are, like they said, you're going to want to see it more than once to catch everything that's happening on stage. I know I'm probably going to be one of those people. So come to ALT. It's such a fun experience. If you want something out of the box to do, grab a date, grab a friend, grab a family member, come over to the theater, get a specialty cocktail at intermission. I won't give the name away to Jason's curtain speech so he can tell you. It's always a great night at the theater, but you never know what you're going to run into when you come to these shows. It's live theater. Every single night is going to be different. Don't miss out. This is such a gem that we have here at ALT. We've been here almost 100 years, the longest continually operating community theater in the nation. And we're not stopping now. We have so much momentum. You guys were such a huge support to us during the Panhandle Gives this year. You were such a huge support to us during our New Year's Eve gala. We have so much support in this community. Let's keep that momentum going in the new year and get your tickets for the Cottage.
And a huge shout out real quick. Congrats, Annika, on the New Year's Eve event. You
thank you so much.
huge congrats to you, because you did a
Oh my
phenomenal
gosh.
job leading everyone, and it was a huge.
It's going to get better and better every year, and
So proud of you.
it's
You rocked it.
no small part to the incredible community who helps put it together, and everyone who came and supported. And if you didn't come this year, come next year, because it's going to be even better than it was this year. It's such a great party.
And a
But anyway,
secondary
thank you, Jason. I
shout-out
love you. Thank
to-
you so much for that.
Yeah.
What'd you say, Zach?
Zach?
I was just going to say, and a second kudos to you on the holiday singing. It was lovely, the concert.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you. That was such a fun experience. You guys, I'm so grateful I got to chat with you today. I see plenty of Jason, but I don't see enough of anybody else. We're sick of each other at this point. No, never. But break legs to everybody tonight. Please pass that on to the rest of the cast. I'm so excited for people to get to see you guys shine in this show for the next 2 weekends. Get your freaking tickets to see The Cottage. You do not want to miss out on this show just because you don't know the title. I'm telling you, do not miss out on seeing this show. Thank you guys again for joining me. Y'all have a fantastic weekend, and we'll see you right back here for the second show of 2026 next week on the 15th. Y'all have a great day. Bye.